Hi, welcome to Inspirational Leadership. We're up to number 7 in our series on managing change and building change. And we're working through the change formula, the formula for change. D, dissatisfaction, times V, vision, times F, first steps, times I, which is influence, which you're looking at today. Influence will allow you to create dissatisfaction. Influence will allow you to help people grasp your vision. Influence will allow you to move them in their first steps. You need to be a person of influence. We've been looking at Nehemiah and the fantastic work he did in rebuilding the wall around Jerusalem. Now, Nehemiah had influence firstly because he came from a distant land and the court of Artaxerxes. He had influence because he came with power and influence. He had influence because he was focused and he was organized. Can I say there's something else about him? All those things are about competence, but there was also influence in his character. In the midst of all of this process of rebuilding the wall, chapter 5, something about his character is talked about. In chapter 5, there are those who come and they complain that they feel like they're being ripped off because they've been charged interest by their own countrymen. Now, imagine this. He's in the middle of building the wall. He's got all this stuff going on. He's got opposition happening. He could have said to them, look, just come back when we finish the wall. Seriously, can't you see I'm busy? I've got a lot of really important stuff to do. No, he actually almost, as it were, stops in the process of rebuilding the wall, draws the people together, and if you read chapter 5, verse 9 through to 12, he actually says to them, this is wrong. Stop charging usury. Stop charging interest. Give them back their gear. And they basically say, yeah, we'll give it back. Now, what did Nehemiah do in that? He acted with the heart of God, he acted with justice, but he became a person of influence. And Nehemiah was a person of influence because he demonstrated in chapter 5 that he cared. He was competent, he could get on with the job, but people knew he actually cared, and that will give us all influence. So the action point today, how can you build credibility and influence in the ministry role that you have? And maybe, how can you demonstrate that you care, which will build your influence?